Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra, and with me somebody very, very special joining right in is Dr BVR Reddy, founder and chairman of Cyient. Welcome to BTTV, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on the sidelines of the Business Today India at 100 Summit. We're talking about the next 25 years and how India will grow into, super economic power. We are going to be charting our way to becoming a developed country. What is the role of technology going to be over the next 25 years as India moves towards attaining that goal?
Thank you, Sakshi, for inviting me to be on your channel today. I personally feel that it's going to be extremely promising for the next 25 years from the technology front. You see, the biggest asset India has at this point of time is people. And we also have the demographic dividend, which means that the working age population is far, far larger compared to the non-working age population. That's about 62% or so. With this young population that we have at an average age of about 31 years at this point of time, in the next 25 years, there's enormous amount of manpower in this nation. I think the manpower, when you then couple it with education, skills, then you look at the opportunities which are driven by technology. It sounds very promising to me. Technology, I keep saying, that has been progressing at a pace that mankind has never experienced so far. But that doesn't seem to be valid and true for future. It will become even faster than what it is. Moore's law said for every 18 months, the computers will become smaller, cheaper, and faster by twice or half, whichever way you look at it. But what we are seeing is it's going to take much lower time than 18 months. So the result is that you see opportunities will plummet themselves. One could call these opportunities as disruptive because they disrupt the existing players. But you look at the new players who are coming in, or even the existing players who are nimble-footed will certainly move fast. So India has the advantage in terms of a young population at a point of time where technology is moving at a pace, creating enormous amount of opportunities. Therefore, the challenge for us as a nation would be promote more amount of innovation within our young population. Innovation will lead into incubation and then to entrepreneurship. So therefore, if we can probably address these issues relating to innovation and entrepreneurship, then I think we have a great future with technology in front of us.
Thank you, sir, for building that context for us. And you rightly pointed out that we are at an inflection point in a way, because we are looking at newer technologies disrupting the way we've never imagined. AI is moving or making its way into our lives much faster than anticipated. So at this stage in time, I want to ask you, what are the key challenges and opportunities that humanity faces with these new disruptive technologies, especially when we talk about generative AI?
I personally don't think there are challenges with technology at this point of time. When we adopt new technologies, there are always aberrations associated with it. That's the only thing that I think. But the opportunities are plenty because we only talked about the technology growth, the technology acceleration at this point of time. Let me also mention that there's a technology amplification that's happening. Technology at one point of time was very limited to information technology. Today, it is applicable to every industry you can think about. Whether it is healthcare, it's education, it is logistics, it is, you name it, it's there. So therefore, it is amplifying, it's accelerating, both of them are happening. But in parallel, there are no challenges. What will happen is, whenever new technology came into play, that you will always see certain amount of slowing down that's happening in terms of employment, for instance. A similar example was there even when automobiles came and displaced the horse-drawn buggies. I have a picture with me somewhere in 1907 on 5th Avenue, which says all of them were horse-drawn buggies, except for one small little car in one corner. 10 years later, but they're all cars, except for a couple of horse-drawn buggies. It doesn't mean that, all those horses were killed, nor the horsemen disappeared out to starvation. It only meant people had to reskill themselves. The key challenge that we will have when we see so much amount of technology acceleration and amplification is our ability to size up to this technology in skilling ourselves, getting the right knowledge, and translating itself into benefits to mankind. The impact could be economy, the impact could be comforts, it could be a combination of all of them. But ultimately, I think technology will only serve the people, not destroy anything.
That's a very, very important clarification that you've given, because a lot of youngsters out there are now intimidated with the emergence of AI, and they believe that whatever they had been studying for perhaps is at risk. They might be at a risk of, not finding jobs in future. But that perhaps you are saying is just a matter of reskilling yourself to fit into this new world where the new technology is coming in. But what then do you think, sir, is the biggest risk that we face with AI? Is it trust? Is it privacy? Is it something else?
I think all of those are true, Sakshi. Very good question that you asked. There are challenges in terms of new technologies that are emerging. And therefore, we need to put governance mechanisms in place to ensure that the trust deficit should not happen. There should be proper transparency that is associated with it. There will be equitable decisions that are made. So therefore, and we also need to be very careful where to apply, where not to apply. And the whole ecosystem has to evolve too. For example, today, I think if you look at generative AI, not to name any product, can answer any question that you can pose. So a child who is smart enough can get all the homework done on ChatGPT, right? But then the point is, the teacher should have smarter to find that this is not an answer of the child, but it's being generated by an AI machine at the back end. So therefore, we have to build the ecosystem to make the teachers more skilled at this point of time, to know what type of questions that they can ask, where they will probably bring out the level of knowledge that the child has, as opposed to an AI algorithm putting it together. So those are the challenges that will be there. So we have to work towards, in order to make sure that the governance structure is in place too.
So interestingly, of course, most of us have started to at least try out our hands on this new generative AI apps to find out how it can ease our day-to-day lives. But what is the future of artificial intelligence then, sir? And what should humanity be prepared for? What do you see over the next few years AI becoming into?
Humankind need not be worried at all about AI. AI is only going to help humanity in many ways. It won't supplement a doctor, it won't replace a lawyer, it will not get to replace an engineer either. Even the best of medical scientists in the recent past, who is also very technology savvy, I was having a conversation with him, and he was assuring, there was a large group of doctors too in that particular meeting, that look, don't get overtly worried that it will ever replace you. It is only an assistant which will help you. What AI will do is that if you use it well, it will make you more productive. It will definitely make you more efficient. And it is not be threatening at all. So mankind need not be worried at all. I am least worried about it. I become more efficient at this point of time. You might say, Mr. Reddy, should I employ 10 people to do that? No, I'm not. I can definitely make sure those 10 people who is to work for me are further skilled to get better employed than what they were doing in the past. So therefore, I don't think our younger generation should be worried about jobs, about AI. So long as they possess the skills, the future is bright for them.
That's a wonderful note to end this interview with. You've actually given a very, very clear idea to all our viewers out there. Many of those are millennials and Gen Z viewers, and you can hear it from the founder of one of the most profound IT firms right here, that he's not worried about AI taking away your jobs. It only means you are going to get better with technology going forward. Many thanks, Dr. Reddy, for being with us and speaking to us on this very special edition.
Thank you. Thank you very much to Business Today. Thank you, Sakshi, for all those smart questions you asked. Again, my assurance to the next generation is, don't get worried, get yourself skilled.
Perfect. Thank you.